A situation with nowhere to go. And a sense of anguish is probably what Ryuji is in. His wife, Ayami, who he has been married to for 1 year, is due to give birth soon and has returned to her parents' home. Even if he wants to be by his wife's side, he can't do that because he has a job. Thus, Ryuji's feelings of anguish only grow stronger. While Ryuji is drinking alone at an izakaya, a man with a shiny head and a mass of energy says to him, "You're feeling pretty anguished. My invention will help you. I don't know who you are or where you're from, but please leave me alone." Ryuji was feeling a bit drunk from the unfamiliar alcohol, and was in a carefree mood. Don't say that. Life is not a waste. If you take this medicine, you will become invisible for 3 hours. Invisible man. Ryuji was skeptical, but he received the medicine and took it in a toilet in a deserted park. Then, miraculously, Ryuji's hands and feet suddenly became invisible. When Ryuji took off all his clothes and stood in front of the mirror, he could indeed see nothing at all. Wow, this is amazing. Ryuji was between surprise and joy, and now that he had become invisible, he thought of all sorts of things to do. But when it came time to put them into action, he couldn't do anything. While Ryuji was worrying and wandering around, the time was running out, with only 10 minutes left until the 3rd hour. Before he knew it, he was back in the park. Oh, it was such a great chance. Ryuji was disappointed, but then he heard a woman scream, "Help!" He ran towards the sound and found 3 bad-looking men trying to force a cute girl somewhere in the corner of the park. A man who seemed to be her boyfriend was lying nearby, having been beaten up. Normally, this would be an opponent he would never be able to win against. But with the privilege of being invisible, Ryuji went on a rampage and defeated the 3 men. Looking diagonally at the 3 men stretching out, Ryuji thought about how he would look cool when he appeared before her. But thinking about it carefully, he realized that he was not wearing anything. Even if he was his benefactor, if a completely naked man suddenly appeared in front of him, Ryuji would suddenly turn from his benefactor into a pervert. Ryuji hurriedly went back to the bathroom and put his clothes back on. Exactly 3 hours had passed. Ryuji stood in front of the mirror and appeared as he was before. Yo, the old man he had met at the izakaya appeared again. What was that earlier? How's that? The invisible man. In the end, he couldn't do anything. That's how it is for everyone in the first 3 hours. But you can do a lot in the next 3 hours. How about one more pill? Really? Ryuji happily held out his hand and his smartphone rang. The baby's about to be born. Please come right away. It was the shout of Ayami's mother, who was accompanying her. This is serious. Ryuji shook off the old man's hand and ran off in a frenzy.